Milk cream. Audience. Dessert. We all know and love it, but sometimes it just takes a little bit too long to make. Brownies. Some of my favorite can take over an hour, and cookies take even longer. Sometimes I just don't want to wait that long to have my dessert after dinner. Hi, I'm Lily Barnard. I'm a sophomore in high school, and I love baking and making food for not only myself, but for my family and friends. Sometimes I just need something easy that I can make, whether they're at my house or just something easy for myself right after dinner, because I don't really want to wait an hour for my cookies. So today, I'm going to be showing you how to make Oreo pudding cups. To start, you're going to need whipped cream, Oreos, and pudding. I'm going to be making both chocolate and vanilla. For the chocolate ones, you'll need chocolate pudding and chocolate Oreos. And for the vanilla ones, you'll need vanilla Oreos or golden Oreos and vanilla pudding. I prepared the pudding beforehand following the instructions on the box, which is pretty easy and only takes about 5 minutes to make. You also need some spoons, clear cups to show off the layers, plastic bags, a smaller one and a bigger one, and then a wooden spoon. To start, I will be making whipped cream. You can use the canned stuff that you get at the store, but since we don't have any, I'll be showing you how to make it. To start, you'll need a cup, heavy whipping cream, vanilla, sugar, and an immersion blender or a hand mixer. Start by obviously plugging in the blender. That way it works. And then you'll take some of the heavy cream, you'll put it into your thing. You can use about a cup here. That's about how much I'm using. Then you will take the vanilla, add just a little bit, gives it a nice vanilla-y flavor. It almost tastes like ice cream if you add enough. Then you will take your sugar and put just a good sprinkling in. That way you can cover up the top. Because I like my whipped cream nice and sweet. Then take your immersion blender or your hand mixer and just blend it. It's going to be a little loud, so give me a moment. As you can see, it's starting to thicken up, but it's not quite done. It's thick once it sounds like it doesn't really move. When you pick it up, it kind of all sticks to it. We'll put that off to the side for now. Next, we're going to crush our cookies. Since I'm making two kinds, I have 2 sandwich-sized plastic baggies, and I'll add about 5 to 8 cookies each. Crushing the cookies can give us nice even layers when we make our cups. Make sure that you seal the bags up nice and tight and get out all of the air. And repeat the same if you're making both kinds. I don't know about you, but my family seems to debate whether golden or chocolate Oreos are the best. Personally, golden Oreos are the best. So, might as well just make both kinds. Make sure you get out all of the air and seal them up nice and tightly. Then, clean up by putting your stuff off to the side. That way it's not in your workspace. Put your bags of Oreos into the bigger bag and then squeeze out all of the air again. Seal them up nice and tightly. This prevents, if you get any holes in your little bags, from them to just all your Oreos getting over your counter, which makes a very big mess. Then you're gonna have fun and you're gonna snack the Oreos. This part's fun. You can also get out your anger if you're very angry at someone. Pretend that you're smacking them instead of Oreos. They're crushed up, but they're not super crushed up. They're crushed up enough that way. They're in pieces, but they're not full cookies. You don't want them into just like little crumbs, otherwise they won't make for good layers. So take these out. Put your big bag off to the side. Get your crushed Oreos in your whipped cream. And then we can start assembling. You'll take your pudding, put it by your vanilla Oreos, chocolate pudding, put it by your chocolate Oreos. You will then take your cups and your spoons. You'll need 3, one for the whipped cream, one for the vanilla pudding, and one for the chocolate pudding, or chocolate fudge pudding if you want to be fancy. You'll start with a scoop of pudding, or 2, in each cup. Make sure that you get a nice layer and you spread it around until it gets smooth. This gives it a little fancy look as we go throughout the layers. Then, take a spoon, a nice dollop of your whipped cream, put it right on top. You'll spread that around. Giving it a nice little layer of whipped cream. Then you take your crushed Oreos, just a little bit, and you'll layer them in each cup. Make sure you don't put the chocolate ones in the below like I just did, or someone's going to be a little angry at you. Also, before you start making anything, make sure that you have your hair pulled back and you wash your hands. You don't want any germs in our food, especially when you're preparing it for others. So then repeat that by putting in a couple more scoops of pudding, smoothing it out. Doing the same for the chocolate. It takes more than 2 scoops. Sometimes it takes 3. You see, look, it's already starting to give us a nice layer on both of them. Then, again, take your whipped cream, a nice dollop or 2, each of your cups, and spread it out. If you're using canned whipped cream, just make a little circle, but if we don't have any, we just made our own. Again, spread that out, making sure that you get a nice even layer that looks very presentable. Even if you're just making it for yourself, sometimes it's nice to have something a little bit fancy. Again, take your crushed Oreos, give them a nice layer. Then, take another couple scoops of your pudding, or scoop, or 2, however many. Take the filled cup, spread that around. Same for the other one. Then take another dollop of whipped cream, but you're just going to put a little right in the middle. Then you'll go back to your cookies, put the whole entire cookie, and put it right on top, just like so. And there we have it. 2 Oreo pudding cups, 1 chocolate and 1 vanilla. Not only is this a very easy and not very time-consuming dessert, but it tastes really great. You can hit the sweet spot that you get from both your cookies and your brownies. And it has pretty easy ingredients that I usually pretty much always have in our pantry. You might too. What about you go check? Maybe you can make them too. Thank you for listening. And my audience is still here.